So, back in the early days of the Beatles, when they still called themselves Long John and the Silver Beatles in 1960, Paul McCartney would check into hotel rooms under the pseudonym Paul Ramon. Now, this is why Douglas Colvin used the stage name Dee Dee Ramone, and he also convinced all of his bandmates to choose stage names with the last name Ramone, and then they decided to just call their band the Ramones. They also wore matching leather jackets on stage, much like the Beatles did in the early days. I will show you some pictures. Here are the cute Beatles. Look at Paul, Stuart Sutcliffe, before Ringo, and the Ramones. I love how often punk musicians were inspired by or pay homage to early rock and roll musicians. It happens a lot. More on that another day. So, someone told me several years ago that the song Too Much Love Will Kill You by Queen was about Freddie Mercury's AIDS, because like too much love will kill you. And they said that when he went into the recording studio, he was so sick with AIDS at the time that they didn't think that he'd be able to sing the song, but apparently he downed some vodka and said, "I can do it, darling," and he did it all in one take. So I've been listening to the song for the past like 4 years, just like crying over it, because he does some crazy notes in it also, and I'm like, he was dying, and I thought the whole song was about his AIDS, and it super wasn't. Story is true. I just found out this today when I was going to make this video, and I wanted to fact check. Yeah, it's about, that story is about The Show Must Go On, also a song by Queen, so at least it's a true story, but yeah. Too Much Love Will Kill You is by Brian May about his divorce, so not about AIDS. Did you know that the Irish alternative rock band The Cranberries were originally called The Cranberry Saws? And I cannot figure out why or what this means, so if you know, please tell me. Hey, it's me editing this. Now I know why it's called that. Because I listened to the way I said sauce, cranberry sauce. The Cranberry saw us, the cranberry sauce. Okay, got it. They changed their name to the Cranberries when Dolores O'Riordan joined in 1990 as lead singer. What I really want to talk about today is the song Zombie, which came out September 19th, 1994, so just over 27 years ago today. You've probably heard the song Zombie, but you might not know that it's a protest song written by Dolores O'Riordan about the Warrington bombings in Ireland, specifically about the young victims, Tim Perry and Jonathan Ball, who died that day at ages 3 and 12. Island Records did not want this song to be on the radio. They actually offered the band $1 million just to make another song their single. And Dolores O'Riordan famously ripped up that $1 million check right in front of them. And you know what's awesome? Zombie catapulted the Cranberries to international stardom. It was actually the most played song on alternative radio in American history, ever, by the end of 1994. This is Dolores O'Riordan. She is one of the most talented and brave women in rock and roll history, in my opinion. And she rocked a pixie cut. Where Is My Mind by the Pixies was apparently inspired by a snorkeling trip Frank Black, the lead singer, took in the Caribbean. This is what he had to say about it. "This very small fish was trying to chase me. I don't know why. I don't know too much about fish behavior. I don't know about you guys, but as much as I've listened to the song Where Is My Mind in my life, I could not remember where he talked about a fish chasing him. So I listened, I found it. You might already know, but let's just listen together. I was swimming in the Caribbean. Animals were hiding behind the rocks. Except the little fish bump into me, swear he's trying to talk to me, say, wait, where is my mind?" I hope you enjoyed that little interpretation moment. I felt like Bob the Tomato. I didn't even know that was gonna come out of my mouth. Sorry, that really cracked me up. I don't think I have thought about that scene from VeggieTales since I was a child, and it just came to me. Anyway, Frank Black also says, half the songs I've written, I have no idea what I was talking about. So, I think he was trying to be purposefully abstract in this song. Coo-coo-ca-choo. But another cool thing about this song and the Surfer Rosa album in general is they actually took all the recording equipment and put it in the bathroom and recorded it there because they didn't want the like classic studio sound. They wanted it kind of grungy sounding. So I've been fascinated for a while now by how many bands started because of the Sex Pistols. Like, it seems like most of punk and post-punk started directly because of this band, in England anyway, and I recently found another band that started because of them. The story starts with a bunch of teens who were following the Sex Pistols around on their first European tour, just going from show to show. One of these teens was an eccentrically dressed young woman named Susan Ballion, and even at this point, just as a fan, she was heavily influencing punk and goth fashion. She wore dark clothes, heavy, wild makeup, spiky hair, and fetish and bondage inspired accessories, and just basically did anything she could to shock people. This probably seems pretty normal for punk fashion, but remember, this was 1976, the first year punk even existed as a genre, so she really was a pioneer of punk style. Now, everyone was forming their own bands at this point, as per the punk DIY culture, and Susan and her friend decided to start their own band, even though they didn't know how to play anything. This was pretty normal for punk bands at the time though, and so they got a slot at a punk festival on September 20th, 1976, and basically, the band just improvised for 20 minutes while Susan, now known as Susie Sue, sang the Lord's Prayer. But apparently from what I've read, they were actually like kind of good, or at least captivating. She really had a great stage presence. Now, at this point, Susie actually became famous as a Sex Pistols fan because of an event that happened on The Grundy Show. And it's interesting and important, I think, so I will talk about it another time. But the point is that after this event, she ended up distancing herself from the Sex Pistols a little bit and decided to focus on her own band, Susie and the Banshees. Now, I've gotta be honest, I've never really gotten into Susie Sue's music for a myriad of reasons. Like, I really wanted to because it's like the start of goth, and also because Robert Smith was a guitarist in the band for a while, so I wanted to like them. I don't really, but I do really respect the fact that they paved the way for so many post-punk, alt, and goth bands, and influenced the style so much by pushing so many boundaries. So she was an important figure in music history, and another band that started because of the Sex Pistols.
Cause I don't care.
Yeah, immediately no. Immediately no. Immediately no. I'm telling you right now, I seen what I needed to see.
Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby.
No. That's not what the kids want to see. You ever seen TikTok? You ever see these kids on TikTok? They don't want to see that. They want to see, whoa.
What, like?
Yeah, exactly. See, that's what they want to see.